What will happen when this crisis is all over? Hi, I'm Jen Joseph from Envisit Executive Coaching. Believe it or not, majority of us are going through a period of grief right now. The grief is really lodged in the fact that we have lost certain liberties, certain freedoms of movement that we can make by our own free choice. And, to be restricted to moving for only one period during the day, not being able to purchase the things that we want to consume, not being able to meet in groups with the people we want to socialize in, does create an element of grief because we are bereft of certain normal activities. But for others, there is thought now of what next, because a lot of companies have been damaged by this shutdown. Without that cash flow coming in consistently, then things start to decay, things start to fall apart, and businesses have to then close. So some people will not have jobs to return to. Some may get redundancy funds, some may not get that, which is quite a shame. And most of us, even if we do have jobs, may now be thinking about change. I didn't like what I was doing. This period gave me pause for thought. Now I need to do something new. The question is, how do you find out what that something new is? Well, for my penny for your thoughts is this. Look back at what you did. So let's start from where you left off. What you did that you enjoyed. Itemize all of those things in your journal. What did I do that I really enjoyed getting into? Who did I enjoy speaking to? What sort of plans could I make that made me feel fulfilled? What service could I deliver? Did I like working in teams, or did I like working in isolation? Did I like reporting up to somebody, or did I like looking after a group of people? Think about all of these things and make a record of it. Now, the purpose of this is to get clarity. And once you've got clarity around those particular things, then think also about what things did I want to do that I found that I didn't have capacity or space. When I'm talking about capacity, I'm talking space, not competence, to do. And then start recording those things also. Then look at competency. What skills do I have that relate to the things I wanted to do? And are my skills ready for me to start utilizing them and maximizing them? Now, if they're not ready, then please think about this. Do I want to develop them? And if the answer is yes, then start looking for development programs. If the answer is no, then put that aside, because that may just be a hobby that you can develop over long term. But right now, I'm trying to address the short term. What do you do when the crisis is over? So after you've determined the skills, the level of skills you have, whether you need to just refine them a little bit more, you've looked at your capacity, what you wanted to do that you didn't have time to do, you looked at in your previous careers, what you did and what you enjoyed. You looked at relationships and your position within those relationships, whether you liked working on your own, working in teams, reporting up, looking after a team. You will actually start to have a plan that will point you towards your purpose and fulfillment in your role. Now, here's the thing. Our talents aren't necessarily our purpose, but our talents can lead us to our purpose. So, one of the things you can do now is look at, do my talents tie in with the things I've just recorded? And if they do, then you have an even clearer indication of the direction of travel. Now, one thing we know coming out of this crisis is that life is going to change. People are going to be changing their careers and their jobs. They're going to be changing their mindsets and how they view life and the purpose of life. More people than not will be wanting to develop spiritually to make that connection that was calling out to them long before the crisis, but became louder during the crisis. And that's a good thing, because what it will mean is that you will become a more integral person. Now, in another video, I'll talk more about integrity. But for now, looking at your purpose and how you fulfill it. Now, here's the thing. Once you have done this work in your journals, and please do record it, because the act of writing things down is very, very powerful. You will now find that jobs and descriptions and people will be turning up almost serendipitously. They'll be turning up in your life to give you an indication of what to do next. You don't have to have all the answers now, but you do need to have started the process. Okay, well, I hope this is going to be helpful. Please enjoy the exercise, and I'll talk to you again about integrity in another video. Bye for now. This is Jen Joseph, releasing your confidence.